This is the best and worst tank at the exact same time. The FV4005, a British Tier 10 tech tree tank destroyer. A tank that, in theory, is able to deal 1640 damage in less than 5 seconds using shell reload boost, featuring decent accuracy, decent penetration. I mean, on paper, the tank just looks really strong. However, in practice, the 4005 it's probably one of the worst tier 10s. Not just because of the fact that it features really bad armor, but because of the fact it's so large. The 4005 is, well, you can see it's literally taller than a Jagdpanzer E100. And the problem with that is the fact that you're so tall and you've got such poor armor means that you are completely dependent not only on what your team does, but as well what the enemy team does. If the enemy team makes mistakes, then the 4005 does great. If they don't make mistakes and they play smart and they're with hull down tanks or autoloaders, they'll just punish you every time you try to shoot them. With only 410 damage per shot, and unlike the TVP, not an absolutely broken intraclip and the ability to frontline, it's rather challenging to actually do very well in the 4005. Like, yeah, occasionally you'll get some great games out, but the majority of games you play in this tank, I mean, look at this. I'm actually taller than this bush here. It would not surprise me if that 62A could spot me from the position I'm currently sitting in, which is a serious problem for this vehicle. It means that no matter really where you sit, you're never truly safe. So in this game, we can see that the enemy has played quite passive over towards mid. Not really mid, but the upper part. I'm going to play here for now. We're going to see if I can get some damage out. Oh boy, and we're already detected by the 62A through the bush. Yay! Oh, and we're down a tank. Well, that sucks. Let's put on my shell reload boost and bounce the leopard turret once. We get 1 pen into the leopard turret, 2 pens into the leopard turret, and a miss. Okay. And now you can see that everybody wants to shoot us, just like that. Look at this. The Jagdpanzer 100's driving over. Leopard's going to now tunnel us. Holy crap. Welcome to the 4005, ladies and gents. This is the problem with the tank, though. I mean, the tank itself, as I said, is fine, but I mean, what are you supposed to do in a battle like this? Seriously. What are you really supposed to do here? Alright, well, let's poke over here. We got the enemy team pushing our tanks. We got 1 shell into the Ag. Let's track him. 2 shells into the Ag. 3 shells, and I mean, that's not a bad result. That was a 1200-ish damage clip into that Yag, hurting him in his push. And thankfully, our E100 and Yag are now pushing up. So even though our 113 is most likely going to die, I've been able to at least halt the push from that Yag long enough that we might be able to make a counteroffensive here. Again, I'm really worried about this positioning because of just how large this thing's turret is. But there's 1 shell into the 183, 2 shells into the 183, 3 shells into the 183, and now we back on up before he's able to hit us. Just like that, we're up to 3,200 damage. So, you'll notice how this game started off quite poor. The tank was in a very bad situation due to the fact everybody was trying to shoot us, but it seems like we've been able to turn the tides a bit. I'm still not 100% confident in our team's capabilities here, but I'm a bit happier now than I was before. So, let's see, 57 heavy is, oh boy, come on, back up E100. If I can help you here, don't do that. Oh, bro, my job as a tank destroyer is to help this guy, and he's not allowing me to do that. Well, we've already done over 3k as it is, so I can't really complain on damage, but the problem is we're not winning this by a lot. I mean, if you take a look at the results here, this is a very, very sus battle being played out. Alright, well, let's put on shell reload boost. Let's poke the leopard. There's 1, there's 2, and we got the Vickers light here. Unfortunately, that shell missed. We also got the 62A, who not only hit our gun, which meant he didn't pen us, but we were also able to very easily finish off. So, you can see the 4005. I mean, some situations it does great. This battle, we were able to absolutely make some devastating nukes on the enemy team. To be fair, everything we did, we probably could have done a bit better with the TVP, but still not a bad result. let's see what we can do here. Let's go... Oh, there's the Vickers, who we're going to chase. Now, the one thing I do like about the 4005, again, is the mobility on this tank is actually not bad. It's decently mobile, which allows you to do pretty well in it on situations like this. So there's one, there's two, and there's three, finishing off the enemy Vickers light. And, yeah, not a bad result. Let's see how much damage we were able to deal. It was definitely over 4,000, which is pretty solid. We did 4,773. We only blocked one shot. That was because the 62A hit our gun, so that makes sense. Yeah, not a bad game at all. So as you can see, first result, 4005 was easily able to leverage a massive chunk of damage. But not every game's going to be like that. So let's see in our second battle if we can do as well. We got a Grill 15. Oh, wow, they got a lot of mobility. That sucks. Look at their lineup. 777 Stritzvon K, Leopard 1, Kampfpanzer. I am not looking forward to the enemy lineup. Normally, this map is really good for a tank destroyer, because if the enemies have a lot of heavies and they go heavy side, you can just nuke them in the crossings. Unfortunately, with the matchup that we have, it appears, from my guess, if the enemy plays their cards smart, they're going to go more towards this side of the map. Now again, look at the size of the 4005 to this bush. It's massive, which is not good. Being large is, it's a downside. So we were able to get one shell into that Leopard. We got the Yag Tiger sitting all the way in the back. Let's see if we can get maybe a shot into the Yag Tiger. Let's put on our shell reload boost. And 1, 2, 3. Just like that, 1,040 damage. We actually loaded an APCR shell for our last one just because that Yag was at a pretty tricky angle. But, yeah, I mean, again, people that make mistakes, the 4005 greatly benefits off of. And we saw that there. The enemy Yag Tiger put himself in a very easily shot position. I'm not exactly sure why, but he allowed us to get some damage out, and we took advantage of it. I'm kind of hoping right now that we don't get flanked. We do have a Waffenträger. That's a bit of support if they do. But still, again, with this tank, you got to be very cautious about your situations. So we're going to drive over this ridge, and we got this bush here, which is actually a pretty decent position for catching anybody off guard that tries using these bushes. Oh, there's the Stritzvon K. There's one shell into his vehicle, 2 shells into his tank, 3 shells into his tank, and 4. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. You just watched me get a full clip into that enemy Stritzvon K, bringing his full health tank down to 980 hit points. That is what the 4005 can do. It's pretty insane when you're able to get the tank to actually work. Now, we do have support from our teammates here. We got the 60 TP off to my side, so we're not completely left to rot. We got the 777 over here. Let's aim in. Wow, that shell absolutely screwed me, but there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, well, even with the first shell kind of screwing me over, we were still able to take 1,200 smackaroonies into that 777, bringing a full health tank down to half of his health. Again, the 4005 in situations like this, where the enemy allows you to take advantage of them, it's incredible. I mean, we have absolutely demolished the enemy team in this game so far. Now, I'm kind of hoping this E75 backs up. Looks like that's not going to happen, but that's fine. Let's use our speed, and we weren't spotted. Okay, that's good. Let's just get behind the enemy here. Anybody here? No? Alright. Oh, that 777's crossing. There's 1 shell into his vehicle. Thank you. What do we want to do here? Well, we got the grill off to the side, which it appears the girl doesn't actually see us right now, which is good news for me. So we're just going to roll right off to his tank. There you go. Get a nice shell into him. 777's off to our side. There's 1 pen into the 777 and 2 pens into the 777. And there you have it. Just like that. Another victory for the 4005. So, yeah, I mean, the tank can be amazing. In some situations, the 4005 can deal 5,800 damage and absolutely crap on the enemy, dealing God knows how much to that poor Stritzvon. We did 1,591 with our clip. I mean, the tank is insane sometimes. We killed the full health 777. The 4005 is an incredible vehicle, but don't think that you're going to be able to get the games that I showcased in today's video always, because there's also battles like the ones I played that you didn't see before today's recording where I did 1400 damage on mines, or 2400 damage, which I guess isn't bad, but nothing crazy, and a 1700 damage loss. So overall, out of the games I played in the vehicle solo, I lost 2 and won 3. Not an absolutely crazy result for a vehicle like the 4005, but that's kind of how the tank is. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.